So, hello once again, and this time around in this clip, I would like to show you how we'll be deploying these smart contracts onto the blockchain. So, the blockchain technology is something which is in the public domain and everything like that. So, there is this tool called the Etherscan, and as it says, it is a scanner for Ethereum blockchain. It scans each and every transaction that happens in the Ethereum, will be present, and everybody can be able to see that transaction, and you cannot hide any transaction. And obviously you can see that it's not obviously naming who sent who to who. It's just a mere address, so it doesn't have like Claudius sent 5,000 tokens to I don't know, Novotel or anything like that. It would actually have my address, unless you know my address by word for word and I mean letter for letter, then you wouldn't be able to know who actually the person who owns the wallet behind that address. So that's the good thing about it. So this is the contract which is obviously deployed to run the hub test token, as you can see above there. So um, you know, Ethereum scan has picked up that there is a token which is being used for this smart contract, and it's called the Hub Overlay Test Token. And so far, the admins have agreed to actually deploy 20,000. This this is not conclusive. We can change it to whatever we want. If we want to deploy a million tokens, and if we want one token to be equivalent to $1, that is fine. That is totally fine. We can increase that to a million, and that means after a million tokens have been sold, and if a lot of people have bought them, and we've raised £1 million as per what is required, then the fundraising period will come to an end, and then it can then effect that contract to actually say, now we're taking the money and we're actually doing the project that particular contract was meant to do. Okay, so from a customer point of view, all they need to have is what is known as an e-wallet. So it's a wallet where they can keep their cryptocurrencies, where they can keep their Ethereum as much as they can keep their Bitcoin. They'll be able to keep the Hub Ulao test token. Although the test token is not a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Ethereum, it is pretty much like mid cryptocurrency. If we want to escalate it and push it to become a cryptocurrency, we can. But because we want to use those tokens to actually help us know how much percent of the shares each person will be holding at the end of the fundraising period. Okay, so before I go into the MetaMask, which is an e-wallet, I'll show you how we can show or how we can see or trace who is owning what, how many shares, and what shares are owned by who on the blockchain. So there's this part which is called transfer, which obviously will tell you that okay, 1 day ago and 45 minutes ago, money moved from this address, or not money per se, tokens, the Harbolite tokens moved from this address to that address, and it was just one of them. And on that 1 day ago, 51 minutes ago, the 99 tokens were moved from this address to that address, as you can see. So you can actually trust each and every token on the blockchain. Okay, so on top of that, we can then go and say who are the holders of these tokens, and then we ask for the pie chart to show us who the holders for this um, blockchain are. Okay, my system just had a crash there, did it? Oh yeah, what's that? Just had a crash. I'm gonna restart it. Never mind, I get that. So yep, we can still test the holders, and from the holders we can check on the to have a pie chart as to who owns what. So we can see that half of the tokens at the moment on this test are owned by that address. I don't know who that is, and I think that is Patrick, the developer, the software developer. And then obviously because he then said 20, then give sent 10,000 to this other address which I held, and then I then tested with the other account and stuff like that. But obviously, when we are deploying our contract, it will be zero, and then we can start to allocate how many shares we would like each first as that means, and then we can actually open it to the public. Okay, so this is a very good thing because then it will allow us to trace how much each and every address on this particular blockchain smart contract, how much each address contributed towards the business or the startup. Okay, enough of the blockchain. So this is pretty much the R token, which is just there. You can actually see it on the Ethereum scan. Um, so what is required is an e-wallet. An e-wallet in the form of MetaMask. In my case, this is my MetaMask. You can download this online, and then it's an add-on. And I'm just gonna enter my um, uh, password. And as you can see, it will tell me that I have 1.9 Ethereum and they are worth 558. And I'm on the test network anyway, I'm not yet live. But if I want to go live, I have to go to the main Ethereum that basically says now we're connected. And on the live network, which is the real thing, I only have $20. I wish I had 500, which is on the test network. But test network is where we will be using so that we can actually then show how we can get our tokens. So if I go to my portfolio of the crypto that I have, you can see that I've got Ethereum and voila, I've got 9,000 half test tokens, okay, which is ours. So these were deployed to me and sent to me by Patrick, obviously testing this system whether it works. So obviously, if you are a customer and then you paid 9,000 US dollars, you would have that balance on your account of 9,000 half test. So to us, that 9,000 tokens, it shows that you actually paid 9,000 US dollars to us. It is a way that if things don't go well and then people start to say, I know this thing is not working, yeah, people want to have money, we can actually say, no, hold up, we can return your money right now because we'll be able to trace. You just say, give us your address. If you know how much you sent, then you go back to the same blockchain technology Ethereum scanner and check, oh, this account actually sent 9,000. Okay, fine, we have to send out $9,000 to them because there's no reason why we should keep the money if you're not going to actually go into actually make business. So it's all about accountability and transparency. So in short, that is exactly what the blockchain is about. Then the other stuff gets a little bit involved, and most of the stuff is to do with programming and what terms and conditions we want for this business. We can program them directly to the smart contract. Okay, so that is it for now. If you've got any questions, just let me know. Ta-da!